What is happening, guys? It is your boy Brad here with another video. I'm sorry again for being late. God. Been fucked. Been fucking mentally drained over the past couple of days. And I needed some time to relax after that performance against Crystal Palace. My God. But today's video is the reaction, my reaction, and the player ratings for the game against Crystal Palace, which ended 0-0. It was a snooze fest. Let's get that into perspective. It was rubbish. It was absolutely rubbish, the game altogether. And Palace basically set up with a low block and we couldn't break it down. And Palace had the better chances with Tompkins hitting the bar and Benteke's header, which was saved by Bernd Leno. But other than that, Palace didn't really cause any trouble. The only time they really did cause trouble was on the counter-attacks, which they didn't really forage many chances from. But they were playing a low block and we couldn't break it down. And in the second half, they just dropped off, knew we couldn't break them down, and that was it. They just sat back, defended well, and we just couldn't break it down. And the substitutes were made too late for me. Thomas Partey should have been on at half time, but he wasn't. And I'd have thought, given the basis of the performance, it wasn't that good, but fair result. At the end of the day, it is a fair result. It is a fair result. And look, 4 wins and a draw in the last 5 games isn't the be-all, end-all, but then you get all these fans that are Arteta out saying that they want him out. And so saying, oh, it's gone back to square one again. It is back to square one in a way, but not in a way where you'd say, oh, he needs to fucking go. He needs to go. Fuck off completely, but yeah, I'm still on the basis that it was a fair result. But we just couldn't break it down. And with Newcastle next, and it's going to be the same as what happened in the FA Cup. I mean, if that game was 90 minutes, that would have been a 0-0. We'd have had 2 0-0 draws in a row against 2 teams that play the same kind of way. Defend low, defend back, bring everyone back into defence, and hoof it up to the biggest striker, aka in Newcastle's case it would be Andy Carroll, and in Crystal Palace's case it was Benteke. They were playing off Benteke. Oh, sorry about that, I've got a bit of a sniffle. Not coronavirus, by the way. So let's get that into perspective. It was just a bit of a sniffle. But yeah, I'm absolutely fine. Oh, sorry about this. God. Can't seem to get rid of it. But yeah, my view on the performance was it wasn't the best performance out there that we've seen over the last 4 games, which well, even the Newcastle game in the FA Cup, you'd say that there wasn't really much in that either. But again, at the end of the day, you've just got to take every result that you get and move on. I mean, 0-0 against a stubborn team like Crystal Palace ain't the be-all, end-all. And I'm not exactly happy with the performance, but I'm happy with a point. Some people say, yeah, I'm not accepting the point. Obviously, I wanted to win. But against a stubborn side that's going to sit back and defend, what else were you expecting? What else were you expecting? It was like when West Brom went to Liverpool and Man City, got the draw, 1-1 there at the Etihad and Anfield. Fans were going, oh, it's only West Brom. Why are you getting on that? It was 4-0 against West Brom and we played better than what Man City and Liverpool did at home against West Brom. But it's a game. At the end of the day, you take each game as you go. You either have a good performance or a bad performance. And some of the performances from Arsenal players in that game against Crystal Palace weren't the best, but we move on. And now I'm going to get into the player ratings. Starting in goal, Bernd Leno, if it wasn't for him, would have conceded. And that save that he made from Benteke shows you what kind of keeper we got on our hands, and he's world class. At the end of the day, he's world class, and no more of this Emi Martinez comparisons and all this shit. Emi Martinez is gone. History books. See you later. Bye-bye. Had 10 years at the club, didn't even get started until Leno got injured, hardly. Mostly sent out on loan. And he got his chance, performed, did well, and everyone was like, get rid of Leno. No, that's the reason why. He saved us in 2 games. In the FA Cup and in the league against Crystal Palace. So for me, Leno gets an 8. Fantastic performance. Didn't really do much in the second half though, because Palace just then obviously took their hand off the accelerator a bit. Sat back and defended for all the second half. So yeah, 8 for Bernd Leno. Going into the right back position, Hector Bellerin wasn't his best performance. Always playing safe, playing backwards. But standard performance for me. So I think he gets a 4. Not the best of performances. Centre back, starting off with Rob Holding. He had Zaha in his pocket all game. He knew how to nullify Wilfried Zaha and Xhaka as well. They both near enough put a double team on to nullify Wilfried Zaha. He hardly had any chances. And that last ditch tackle from Xhaka was brilliant. But Rob Holding, I think he gets a 7. Good performance, but not the best, shall we say. Not like up there calibre man of the match type performance, but it was an average performance. David Luiz, same again, just average, 7. Nothing really Mark can say. A few long passes that went astray, but other than that, was a good performance, 7. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, I'm sorry, but that was an absolute horrific performance. 2 for me. Not the greatest of performances. In the midfield, Granit Xhaka had a great game. I think he was man of the match. 8, same as Bernd Leno, but he was the man of the match for me. Next to him, Dani Ceballos had a few good moments in the first half, but then faded away as the second half went on. So I think he gets a 6, just based on the first half. The front 4, Bukayo Saka. Didn't really do much. He really had an impact on the game, and gotta give him a mark, haven't I? 6. Smith Rowe, exactly the same, 6. Oba, oh dear, where do we go with him? He's been not the best this season, has he? 3, not the best performance out there tonight for that game. Lacazette, starved of service, didn't really do much in the game, so 5. Off the bench, Nicola Pepe came for the longest. Didn't really have much of an impact. 5. Thomas Partey brought a bit of spark into the midfield, bit of energy. So I would give him a 6. Was there any more substitutes? Was there any more? I can't remember any more subs. And the manager rating, I'll go down the middle with a 5. So if you like the video, subscribe if you're new, hit the thumbs up. Till next time, ciao, adios.